a lot of people are scared of brisket or even a prime rib roast, but that's what we're trying to help people figure out. You know, you can make a great cut of meat, and it's actually pretty easy, but just patience, and you're gonna you're gonna mess a couple of them up.
I tell people, if you can cook a brisket, you can cook anything. You can cook anything.
Today we're headed out to Flying Bee Bar Ranch, where they make some of the highest quality meat we found anywhere near the Denver area. Really excited for this. Let's check it out.
That's how it all got started. So he came from Wyoming. Where'd you come from?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Utah. I came from Texas, and we're sitting there at this commercial place trying barbecue, going, it's all right, but we got to find the best barbecue in Colorado. So we started talking around, let's do a YouTube channel, let's try to find it. So then we started going more and more, trying to find different places and reviewing them. And then I said, you know what? These guys never been to Texas. Let me show you real Texas barbecue. So I flew everybody out. I got everyone tickets. We all flew out. And we all tried, like, wow, it's just a whole different, you see how they cook, the way they use the fires, and it's not electric ovens.
I thought it was just that Texas in you where you're going, everything's Texas, but there's a difference.
There's a big difference. And then, but now take your beef and do that profile style, because I got my offset. I'm still looking forward to taking my Costco and yours, putting side by side, and cooking exactly the same, and watch everyone's face. They're going to go night and day. And then they're going to go boom. And that's where our video is going to say, hey guys, forget about the price. If you just want to elevate to the next level, stay at home and cook your own beef.
Well, I'll stand up our price. I mean, you buy a half here and then go to Costco.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. Our price should spend less.
$250 on a rib roast at Costco, and I sit there and go, well, I know it's a great roast, but son of a bitch, I could have invested that towards a half or something. And really been ahead. But you know, you got to have the space for it too, which we have lots of freezers at the house, and you guys, we have the space, but then it's like, well, let's clear out all the Costco stuff that I found on sale, whatever King Super stuff at $4.88 a pound during Christmas time. It's pretty chewy, pretty tough, but it's meat. And if you're a meat eater, you go, well, I got to get some bang for my buck. And that's the crazy part. You find those places like Franklin's or Snow's or whoever. I mean, they do it. I feel that they're really good at what they do. They have their temps. Yeah. But I would say here in Colorado, just elevation and everything else, and just kind of the quality of meats we're getting, we're definitely running temps.
Yeah. So Tuesday I went to a steakhouse with those. I happened to do some work, and I was in Texas on Tuesday. Went to a high-end steakhouse, and beef was good. But I can't wait to try your beef. It's going to be that much better. It really is.
I'm excited to hear what you think. You guys know what you're doing when you're cooking it too.
But you know what? But having a good piece of meat, it is a little bit more forgiving. If you do screw it up a little bit, it is more forgiving.
Do you want to come over and take a look at some beef?
Yeah, I'd love to. Yeah.
Come say hi to my son.
I like your brand. How did you come up with the brand?
I designed it. I got it approved.
I like it.
Bee, flying bee. We raise bees, so I wanted a flying bee.
Right.
Oh, you raise bees too?
Yeah.
I like it. That means something then. Okay, it's great. Yeah. That's pretty nice.
We wanted bee for Buchanan, and I wanted it flying.
Nice. Huh.
But somebody else already had the straight flying bee, so that's how it ended up being Flying Bee Bar.
Yeah.
Oh, got it. That makes
I like
sense.
it. Yeah. Look sharp.
Did it take a while to get that brand approved?
They do a lot of research. They got to go back a couple hundred years, you know. You know, it's impressive. They're already doing a lot of business. Look at this.
Yeah.
They got people coming in, coming out, coming in, coming out.
But I think they only do this on Saturdays. Though.
Sure,
So,
yeah.
but
But
still,
they
it's pretty
also
impressive.
ship
See how much
meat all day.
Oh, they ship meat all day.
Yeah.
He's the face of the outfit.
Can I get some mug on that steak right
Oh
there?
my gosh.
All right.
Absolutely. Hi, Margaret.
Hey, Margaret.
Hey, man. How you doing?
Tell me your names again.
Cody.
Cody.
Zach.
All right, I'm Zach.
I'm Zach.
Yeah.
Cody.
And Tony.
I was like,
Hey, Margaret.
introducing him.
My grandmother's name is Margaret, so I can't forget that one. I like your coffee mug because it ties in back to the brand. Your husband was telling me about that, the Flying Bee. I like that. That means something.
Well, Great.
Well, I hear you're from Michigan, huh?
I am.
Yeah, my wife's from Michigan.
Where's
So,
she from?
Flint. So I'm from Wyoming, but Tony's from Texas. Zach's from Utah-ish.
Ish.
So,
All great places.
yeah. There's some real fun
He knows-
names coming out
he
of
knows how to
different
box.
towns and cities.
He knows how to box
Yeah,
then.
I was gonna say Romulus actually was a little rougher
Yeah.
for me than a lot of Detroit. Yeah, he was principal there. So.
That's a hell of a freezer you got
Thanks.
there.
Yeah.
You turn that freezer down a little, we can put beer in there, you know?
Oh,
All right.
Stiller.
Well, hey,
we have a big. I have a big offset
we set the
smoker.
cornhole boards up right in here. This is perfect.
So we're working on a smoker. We're talking about somewhere. We have I invested in a smoker, a trailer one, that we're working on. Cody can fabricate, like he can cut like no other. And I'm not just saying that. Like people think, oh, you use a plasma torch. No, he can freehand stuff like no other. And you have your hitch on the back of your truck, right?
Yep.
When we leave, look at the back hitch. He did that by hand. What I was trying to say is, we'll bring our smoker out here. It'd be great. If this thing starts to flourish, let's put that flying bee right on there because you can cut that, put it on there. And then,
But what's
and then
nice
you can
with that
borrow the smoker.
oxyacetylene, you see all the character in the ridges on the edges and
But
stuff,
the
you
cool
know?
part is it's a big enough smoker where if you want to borrow it, you're not going to hurt the damn thing. It's 3/8. What is it? No, it's not 3/8.
It's 3/8.
Yeah, it's 3/8.
It's thick.
I'll throw an idea out
Yeah.
to you. So every Labor Day weekend,
Yeah.
for I think this is the 29th year we've done it, we do this thing called Honey Fast.
Okay.
And so, and because it's so much work to extract the honey, we started out just bringing tons of alcohol for the weekend. And
Yeah.
having buddies help me extract the honey. Well, now it's families and kids and grandkids, and that Saturday at Honey Fest, we extract the honey, and then we have a band, get beer, throw shoots, and host a cornhole.
Yeah.
And then Sunday is our double elimination annual invitational cornhole championship. It's a fun. If you like
He
to
takes
throw-
it seriously.
If you like to throw bags,
Hold on.
it's
This guy takes it seriously. Like he wants to get. He's got jerseys. No, but he's got a whole set. He's actually pretty good. We have another guy who's pretty good too. Not me.
Yeah, Shaner.
Shane's good, but I'd love to cook for you guys.
Yeah, those guys are crazy people.
Yeah, right in there.
it's unbelievable.
I didn't know they had that on TV, and we're in Dallas. Again, we went to Dallas another time. We took you guys twice to Texas. Went to Dallas, and we were at a bar, and we saw that, and holy crap, they actually have it on TV.
Yeah.
But our goal was to go to this other barbecue place called Pecan Lodge. They're pretty good. The guy does a pretty good job. He's like kind of the same thing like Franklin does, but his barbecue is consistent, really good. No, it's right by Lubbock. It's up by Amarillo, so it's not too. You know what? It's right by Dumas. We can almost do a day trip there.
Well, shit, if we're flying stuff in, let's get some Dragos, some oysters.
Right.
There's a place we went out to New Orleans and got these. I think I always get it wrong. Flame broiled or charbroiled oysters.
So we.
And I didn't think I'd like something like that.
How come we don't travel as much as we used to?
I don't know.
How come? It's only 6
Life
hours.
gets in the way, I guess.
Look at 6 hours from here. We can make a day trip out of that.
Yeah. All right, bud.
But I'm always willing to travel for barbecue.
Has a bachelor's degree in ag from Kansas State.
Okay.
Knows a ton about nutrition, and so he works with the nutritionist, and they put together our ration. We test. We raise almost all of our own hay. We farm ourselves, so we know every single thing that literally is going into our cattle to that haystack that's out there. That's our hay.
Oh, nice.
And so we mix together these salads of different ingredients. Some of this by the pounds, because there's a scale in there, and we add it in. And there are these huge man-eating augers. I mean, these enormous spinning, kill you, grind you up in a bad way augers that mix it all together, and you end up feeding.
The old school one-armed farmer augers, yeah.
Now, what do you do during the wintertime? Obviously, it's wintertime. Do you harvest it, or is it all year round, your grass grows?
No, so that's what they're eating right
Eating
now.
it, okay.
There's no grass. There's no.
All hay?
There's nothing. It's all hay. Yeah.
Do you guys grow? Do you guys do your own hay too here?
Yeah.
Okay.
That gets beautiful pungent when you start crushing it up. And
We
Oh yeah. Wow, it is.
We buy alfalfa standing in the field. We don't have any irrigation, so we buy our alfalfa from another farmer around here.
Okay.
Then we cut it, swap it, break it.
Nice.
So it's a mix of that and sometimes sorghum Sudan grass, a lot of triticale, which is a wheat ryegrass hybrid. Looks like wheat. You've driven by it 1,000 times. You think it's winter wheat, but it's actually triticale. And so that's what we raise.
You guys turn your hay and alfalfa pretty fast, or does it sit for a while?
Hopefully we make more hay than we need so we can sell some and make a few bucks that way.
Right.
That always helps. But our minimum goal is hopefully we're making enough hay we're not having to buy it.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah, it doesn't get cheap.
That kills us.
So how long does it take for a cow? Because obviously you finish them here too, so they go from this farm right to market.
Yeah.
How long does it take for a calf to go to market? Like 18 months?
Oh no, much longer.
Much longer, 24 months?
Yeah, no, longer than that.
Oh,
Our
really?
average kill age is 28 months.
28 months. Wow. Wow, they had a good life then. They had a good run.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
I mean, we like to say our cattle have one bad day, and it's not that bad. If you can
Yeah.
sign me up on my 92nd birthday to take me
Oh.
up to that plant.
Yeah.
I'd love to be the bull,
Yeah.
right? What a nice job he has. Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Lots of bulls.
Yeah.
They know what's coming in the spring, and then give them 30, 45 days, and you'll see them just standing alone off in the corner.
Tired.
He's like, I just need a little meat.
I need a little me time. How many bulls do you have?
Honestly, we got rid of our bulls 2 years ago.
Yeah.
We stopped calving 2 years ago.
Okay.
Because everybody makes a calf the same way.
Yeah.
And we were using so much of our ground for we had to have mamas, calves, yearlings, fats, and bulls. We were running 5 herds because we finish.
Right.
But what we do that's different than everybody else is we finish 100% on grass.
Right.
So we buy our calves, and then we have yearlings and fats. So now we have
Okay.
2 herds.
Got it. Okay.
Well, if you need any good bulls, a close family friend of ours up in Wyoming, Bobby Greaves, he has a hell of a bull sale every year. Yeah, at the Crazy P Ranch up in Buffalo.
I know that name, Greaves. Yeah.
We'll get you a bull. I thought you were gonna volunteer.
These are all the store cuts, and here are all the different store cuts. These are the customs, so each quarter's have some holes here.
Okay.
Oh, your brooks, so they go from small, medium, large to huge.
Yeah.
You got like the huge.
So Brad, I know that it's kind of mind blowing when you go to some of these places to get. I mean, Costco's one of them. You go to some of these places to get a brisket, and you're getting 21, 22 pound briskets. I mean, that's kind of a farce. That's yeah. I don't either. That's why
16 to 18 pounds is normal.
That's science scared me.
Yeah.
That's why when I look at those, and people go, well, why I need a bigger brisket? I thought, well, then we're gonna have to go to a different animal. I mean,
But these are half briskets. So we cut them so it's either a flat or a tip. We do holes too, but we can't ship them. They're hard to ship.
But you have
we do these halves and holes.
so all this product in here is to ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or pick up or
Okay.
whatever. Yeah. So these are the customs over here. So there's, this is right there. Those 4 boxes. That's his half. This guy's half.
Okay.
actually, I know that guy.
Do you have a hole we can see, like a whole brisket?
I don't know that we have a hole, but that's Nick. We've got a hole. We usually do have one around.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of people are scared of brisket or even a prime rib roast, but that's what we're trying to help people figure out. You know, you can make a great cut of meat, and it's actually pretty easy, but just patience and you're gonna mess a couple of them up.
Yeah, it's easy the 5th time.
Yeah.
I tell people, if you can cook a brisket, you can cook anything. You can cook anything. Like your ribeyes and that. Yeah, you can do that. But if you can do a brisket like this,
Sorry.
you can cook anything.
I-
You really can.
I hate
And
to
you
tell
do
you guys.
briskets really well, so you can cook
But
anything.
when I first started, I didn't do briskets very well. It was a scary cut, and then once we messed a couple up, and our traditional method, Nikki, my wife and I, we would do it completely off the charts of what other people do, but people really like the outcome. We love the outcome. And then we met Tony, and Tony started teaching us, you know, more a traditional way to do a brisket. And now I won't go back. I won't go back.
Oh, yeah. It's so simple. It's more about smoke, fire, temp, your temp, and your smokes that come out, and really using the right mix of wood too, because really that smoke, you gotta have a clean smoke coming through. But you're doing it for a while, and you're trying not to drink whiskey while you're doing it. And the best one I did was where I wasn't drinking. Then the worst one I did was I was doing whiskey.
And we were worried when you weren't drinking, Tony.
I know.
That is an art to keep the temps level.
Correct.
And your buzz level.
Correct. You got to keep it for 12 to 14 hours.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's even it's incredible how often we just go back and forth. Like sometimes it almost gets a little mean, but we don't mean it in a mean way. But you can't do a good brisket this way. I was like, remember the brisket I just had? Oh, it was a great brisket. I did it that way. Well, how the hell did you do it? I don't know, but it worked. And
No two briskets are alike, because they're all, like you said, the stress line where they're in the line when they go to market. When you look at the water in the woods and things like that, when you're taking because there's a lot of moisture in the woods, you got a dry one and a moist one, you put it in there, and your temps, because the outside temperature plays a big old role. We talked about this at Franklin's. He's cheating because his smokers are indoors. Yeah, Franklin, you're cheating. So anyhow, because
it's a hell of a setup. It's pretty.
Where snows, like snows in Lexington, Texas, that's badass. They're playing in all kinds of outdoor conditions. So it's the outdoor conditions, your wood, your brisket, everything else. And again, I just use salt and pepper because I want the beef to speak for itself. That's all me, just salt and pepper. I let the smoke in the beef, and people go, damn, then they can try the beef. And that's why I'm excited about your brisket, is because I want people that beef to pop and go, wait, this doesn't taste great, or this tastes good. And the reason why it doesn't taste great is because they're not used to good quality meat. And I say this because remember I was telling the story, I got some real expensive maple syrup from up north, and it was a lot of money. I made some nice pancakes. My wife and I tried them. We hate it because we're used to Aunt Jemima.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is we're not used to good stuff. And so I want to show people like I can remember good stuff, and I want to showcase your brisket going, this is what's the difference between grass-fed, stress-free, everything else, and it's more forgiving. And you can really produce a great product for your friends. And it's not about the food, it's bringing people together. And when you have great food and people come together, they start talking, having a great evening. People say, oh yeah, Cody had a great meal that night, and we all had a good time. But they'll never forget that great piece of meat. And when I go,
yeah, we've had a lot of times where we spend time together.
yeah,
But the times that are memorable, when we had the right food,
yeah,
the right.
yeah.
Remember when I beat you guys in the neighborhood cook-off?
Yeah.
You know what?
That's how we got you hooked.
That's when I was drinking. That was the night I was drinking when Zach beat me.
That was the first brisket I ever cooked.
And that was the last brisket I ever cooked that way. All right, come here, camera.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. Come here. This is prime at its finest. And honestly,
That piece
Yep.
right there, I think is the best bite on the entire
the cap. The cap is the best.
This is my save the best for last,
Yeah.
but this is my favorite first
Yep.
bites right in here.
So what I do is I
That's
cut
when I
that
gotta
off.
go first.
I cut that off and I go, hey, honey, off. That cap is the best piece of the steak. I mean, the whole cow. But look at that marbling, Cody.
Yep.
That is
But
honestly
what's funny
like.
about this cap is I love doing prime rib. It's one of my favorite. It's actually my favorite cut. I love doing it. I love sharing it with people.
Wow.
And
That's
you know,
nice. So that
another
right
one,
here is like when you do a porterhouse. There's a T-bone right there. You get your fillet right there. It's a nice piece. I love that porterhouse because then you get to try the New York steak and the fillet.
But we've had a lot of friends from California kind of move in and out of the neighborhood that introduced us to tri-tip.
That's
And
the best
Got,
one.
tri-tip is an underrated cut.
It's right there.
It's just absolutely phenomenal.
got new
That's
pellets
more of a
coming.
California thing.
Yeah, that's what our
We do all
California
kinds of
friends.
marinades on the skirts and the flanks. I mean,
I
we
like
can-
the skirts.
We've got recipes from every single one of these cuts. I can make beef shanks that'll make you cry.
Be politically correct.
Oh,
There you go.
Look at that. We're gonna look at the
Yes.
backside.
Oh, look at that marbling. That's
Oh.
beautiful. Look at that cap
And,
right there.
and we're just grabbing any steak
We're just
out of the
grabbing-
box,
yeah.
and these look this perfect every time.
You're right.
I don't remember what box it went in, so I'm just gonna go ahead and.
sausage. We just did
that
corned
is
beef
the
for
best
St.
summer
Patty's
sausage
Day.
I've ever had, hands down.
Nice.
Like, hands down.
And we do hot dogs, corned beef, pastrami, all these little
You guys do a
specialty
pastrami,
cuts.
huh?
Yeah.
Well, I don't really care
That's
for this one
unique.
because I can pronounce every word in the ingredients. Or when I go to the supermarket, I can't pronounce a thing, so I'm not used to this. When you can pronounce every word,
You defrost this, it'll go bad in your fridge in 2 weeks.
I bet, yeah.
Check this out.
Yeah, I see
this pecana.
A friend of mine who does Texas Braised, he's in Texas. He has his own barbecue thing he does. He does picanha better than anybody I've ever known. He does it, I mean, phenomenal. And he got me hooked on picanha smoked. I see pastrami back there. Do you guys make your own or?
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Now, do you guys do this here or what do you guys?
We work with River Bear. They're a
Okay.
specialty processor.
Beautiful color. Look at that.
Yeah.
That edge.
Look at that. Just well, that's from that curing
Yep.
process. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Beef, same way. We have a lot of people that buy all our organ meats,
Yep.
liver.
This guy right
Zach
behind
right here
us.
does. Yep. But you
So do you guys help
it's your
develop
beef,
that?
though. It's your beef.
Oh yeah.
100% your beef. Nice.
So do you help develop that flavor that you wanted and say that one's not it? Let's try again. And
Every one of these.
that's awesome.
We're constantly working on some new value add item, and we can, use all the animals
Yep.
and balance what we've got for items. So most everything you see here, this 80% of this will turn this week.
Nice. So you have a high turn on this
It's-
one.
It's constantly.
Well, I see you guys have the staff too.
Slaughter every single week.
Yeah. But you got the staff to keep up with that. That's great. I've seen a lot of people,
That is.
and they're all
That's
smiling.
rolling in, that's
I don't
so
see
nice.
anybody.
Wow.
And I don't really work here. I have another job.
Yeah.
Right.
I hate
Get out of
being in
the
you
way.
guys' way, but this is a great place to be in somebody's way. Surrounded by all these great cuts.
And what do you? What's the mix on this one? Is it like a 90%?
The cow is.
Oh, whatever it is then.
Oh yeah, we don't mix animals.
You don't mix animals. Nice.
So that one may
There
be
you go.
90%.
Maybe
the next one
80%.
May be 88.
Ah, I love
Maybe
that.
85.
So you do not mix your animals then?
No.
They don't
mix
add
it.
any
One
extra.
animal.
They don't add any extra beef to any of this stuff, sausage or anything.
When we bought the eighth of a
I'm gonna
cow,
move out and turn my.
our cow wasn't good, and so they had to do 2 cows, and
Yeah.
they were beyond apologetic and gave us a bunch of extra stuff. Like
That's
they're
amazing. That's interesting
very,
here.
very particular.
I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad they didn't weigh us on the way in here because I pocketed so many cuts. That,
So, but that's good to know though. They only use the same cow. They don't add any extra beef. Because that's why I was just curious, and I didn't want to say that, but I'm glad you told me that one. Because I do my own security. I make my own sausage from scratch, and I have a video on there how to make sausage. And that's why I was looking at your sausage if you did it in the house or not. But the fact that you use the same cow, no additional fat, I love that.
We are now looking at adding a speed code to the label that will let us total traceability. You can look at any cut, and I can tell you what animal that came from.
Now, Brad, can we also get the name of the animal too? Like that was Jim, that was Jerry, because we need everything. Did he have a good night? Did he sleep well at night?
243.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'll tell you the name of the story. When we first bought the place, we bought the place in 2006. 2007, we buy some cows, we buy a bull. What's the mellow bull? The kid's story about the mellow bull.
Yeah, I remember the last one we fattened up. We were sitting at the table, and my stepsister. I said to my dad, I said, "This is a great steak." I said, "Did you get this from Kelly's? It was that supermarket that I used to work at." And he goes, "No." He goes, "That's Bob." And my sister, she just put her fork down. She goes, "I'm not eating Bob." I said, "What do you think you've been eating?" And then she walked away and said, "I guess I get more Bob then." I'm Cody.
I'm Zach. I'm the better Zach.
Oh, okay.
I'm Tony.
Better Zach.
Better.
I just have to introduce
Yeah.
myself that way now. There's 2 in 1 room.
Yeah, I know. She's
I've
like,
gotta be the better one.
Nick's like, I'll have to ask Zach. I'm
God,
like,
this
ask
room's
me
worth
what?
a fortune with all this
Get out of the way.
Text messages. He's like,
How you doing?
oh yeah, we should run this by Zach. I'm like,
Sorry, ma'am. I'm gonna get out of your way.
Yeah.
How about that?
No, I'm in your way.
I'm good with it. You're good to
Are you a
go.
returning customer or a new customer?
We're a brand new customer.
Brand new customer. Okay.
Zach.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
All right.
We're being Zach right now.
We have some
Whoop.
friends.
Okay, I'll get you more.
Out of Malala, Oregon. Steve and Bridget and
It was
them.
just what these fat fingers could.
But that was just
I like that
Well,
version.
we've never
That's a good piece.
So we came down and we wanted to
That's
give it
really
a
good.
try. And then, yep.
Wow.
All right.
Thank you. This is
That's
Oh,
all
that's
right.
the original.
I like that very bit. The original's good. I know you love your jerky. First time I met Cody. I
Breakfast
met-
jerky.
He must have had like just 5 pounds of jerky all the way in the house.
Strategically placed, yeah. You know the funny part is I take it to work and people go, breakfast jerky, I'll pass. I'm like, Whoever passes on jerky? Breakfast, dinner?
That Korean jerky, that one yet? Oh, that's good jerky.
If it's like,
All right.
it has to be good jerky.
Zach, I'm going to split this for us. You want somebody?
There you go.
Here, this one's got pepper and garlic, okay?
This is original.
Zach?
Thank you.
I want to hit
Oh,
that.
yeah.
It is better hand fed.
See, at least
Oh,
mine's
that one's
off
really
camera.
good. I like that one. Really, that one's really good.
I like the weirdness of that.
I like them both, but that one's really good.
And then like, no chewiness, just like falls apart.
Yeah, it does. You're right.
Tone?
Whereas
It went up
non-construction
to like
people,
$70 a sheet. It used to be $7 a sheet.
this OSB's expensive stuff.
It went sky high. Now it's coming down again.
Is it because the glues? What?
Oh, Biden? I don't know.
Biden.
He's very concerned about the price of those sheets.
Thanks a lot of Biden.
Oh, my pleasure. Yep.
Why don't you try this one?
I like this a lot.
There you go.
Actually, both are very different. I like that garlic one. That's really good. That's a nice pop to it.
That's my favorite.
Sorry.
Yeah. This is really good though.
Oh,
I like this is good.
Okay.
What a neat experience.
We should make ourselves place warmer. Because people want to talk and they want to look at, and then we bought this freezer. Literally, we ran power to that 3 days ago.
Oh wow.
So it's,
I said, man, they spared no expenses.
Oh, yeah.
They
We
lined
went-
the walls
we
with
went high-end
OSB.
on
Wow.
the finishes here.
Yeah. This went up almost $70 a sheet for a while.
I know, it's crazy.
OSB?
OSB.
OSB.
Oriented strand board.
Okay.
Everybody always says plywood. That's,
Now, which
there's
one's
a
Nick?
difference.
Is that?
What?
Where's Nick? Or who's it?
I'm Nick.
You're Nick. I'm supposed to give this to you. This is the pork rub
Yeah,
for the ribs. Yep. Yeah. Yep.
10 o'clock in the morning, start cooking some different stuff, and
Nice.
then just handing out samples to people so they can learn, they can
Yeah.
find out how different ways of cooking it.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna start to. I think we're gonna try to do one of those once a month.
Well, not trying to plug us in any way, but we've got some really great videos as well where we're showing people how to.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I've watched.
Yeah.
Oh, have you?
I mean, there's neat ways to cook. You cook on charcoal, you cook on wood, or you cook on just gas. And I took a class doing it all three ways. It was like a 12-hour class. JR Enterprise, he won a lot of these world championship barbecue places. This is 20 years ago I did this thing. This is what kind of got me started, got me inspired more. Anyhow, long story, but he showed us how to cook on all three. That way, because each one has a different profile. But it came down to, he goes, I'm old, I'm tired, I like the gas because it's fast. But he was showing me high temperatures for pork, high temperatures for pork. Beef is over here, and this is what you do for different temperatures. But I think that'd be fun because people, like my wife, she pulls out steak, but then she's like, "I'm waiting for you to cook it." I'm like, "I gotta show you how to cook this thing."
Yeah.
I mean, my wife wants to learn, so let's show her how. So I think that's a great idea. That's really good.
Well, in my wife, she takes all the meat and does it herself, and then Tony says, "Cody, do you even know how to barbecue?"
His wife's actually good. His wife is one of the amazing cooks. Yeah.
I lay the
And
tracks
Allie,
well,
Zach's
and then
wife
she
too,
just,
is Zach's wife and Zach. But Allie is an amazing cook too as well. His wife. My wife, she's just amazing. She can't really. No, but she can make good meatloaf. That's about it. She can't do chicken to save her life.
hell of a nurse.
Oh, she's a great nurse. Great nurse. Oh yeah, but can't make chicken.
Yeah, I've used her services a couple times.
Yes, everyone has. Fun stuff.
And we do chicken that you actually like. Chicken that I actually like, because I don't like chicken.
My poor dog wouldn't eat my wife's chicken.
What?
Treat you.
All
I
right.
think you like that one. I like this. The corned beef. Oh, nice. Yep, that's the corned beef. Very nice.
I like this one.
Oh, you got one? All right.
I like this one.
All right. All right. So I definitely got to buy a hat on the way out of here.
Grab a hat. It'll set you up here today.
Oh,
Wear hats and
When we
shirts.
do our
for me.
videos, wear the
We do our
hats.
videos, yeah.
good job. Try and bring back more of that family tradition. You see now the younger generations, everyone goes out to eat. No one cooks at home anymore. But I'm also saying, and again, I'm not referring this just what I know. The ranchers I know in Texas saying ranches are actually closing because kids are not taking over the ranches. Do you see the same thing happening here in Colorado?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's
Yeah.
hard. There's no
Yeah, it's
good
definitely hard
reason
work.
why it's happening. It is a lifestyle. I mean,
Yeah.
this team here works 24/7, 365 days a year.
Yeah.
You're taking care of, you're stewarding this land, and you're stewarding these settlements. There's no days off. It's
Right.
too hot or too cold. Most folks have no idea the work that goes into the food
Oh, yeah.
they put in their mouth, and so it's hard. And you don't make a lot of money doing it, so
Yeah.
you're going to work hard and not get paid much for it. So you got to
Right.
be doing it because you love the lifestyle.
There's a passion there.
There's a
You
lifestyle.
have to have a passion for it. And I'll tell you, the thing I'm most proud of at this ranch is that on August 1st, my son became a partner. And this is a
Oh,
kid
nice.
with a smart kid with a bachelor's degree from Kansas State in agriculture who decided he wanted to stay on this ranch and make this future. So he's
Nice.
a partner now.
Yeah.
That's a sign of a healthy organization.
Yeah.
He sees the potential of this place and chose to stay here. And and for me, that's the coolest thing.
Yeah.
I get to work.
And then maybe his kids. That would be nice, right?
You think that's a possibility.
That's pretty neat.
So it can be done. You can, we are now, I can't believe it, we're now a second generation ranch. And,
Right.
if you would have told me that 20 years ago, I would have told you that was impossible. But we figured it out. And so it's about figuring out, connecting with those customers directly so you can make a viable operation. It's very difficult. And a lot of, ranches around here, particularly anything that's within commutable distance of Denver, the value of the land has gone up. So it's hard.
Right.
Folks are buying that land for
Yep.
houses, and we need to do that. And I get that, but it makes it. We will never be able to afford to buy another acre here to raise cattle on. The math doesn't work anymore.
Yep.
Right.
So any land that we would buy to expand this operation will be east of here, some number of miles.
I like to get in front of Will. I think we film Will as far as his perspective, as far as getting into it.
Yeah.
What does it take to, like, for people who are in college, like, people tend like, I have to go to college because that's what my parents told me to do. Learn a trade. And if this is what your passion is, how does someone get into ranching? How does someone start and maybe work on a ranch and learn the ins and outs, and then kind of eventually save up your money and then get some property? But I think it's something that we need to bring back, like trades. No one knows how to fix things. An alternator, no one knows how to fix it. They buy new. Everyone just buys new. They replace, not fix.
Yeah.
And so, I'm an old man, so I just kind of just remember the time.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well,
Interesting.
Grab him if you want to ask him. I'd love to hear him answer that question.
Yeah.
Why do you do this?
Right.
You want to know too.
Why? But I think,
Good day.
Are they coming back in here?
That's awesome. That's good.
yeah, it's So how did you come up with your holy cow rub?
So, I'm probably nowhere near the tested and tried the number of rubs that you guys have, but a lot of them, and mostly about the flavor profile of these animals.
Yeah.
This grass has a flavor profile to it. Whether you raise it here on the Kiowa Creek bottom or somewhere else, it's going to taste. And so that was one,
Thanks,
one
Greg.
piece of it, and then I knew that there were different seasonings that I thought matched better with this, and one that I can remember off the top of my head is like McCormick's Montreal steak seasoning.
Yeah.
I think that's a good.
That was a staple for me for years.
McCormick is a good brand.
Yeah.
It really is.
And
We've got one open right there if you want to.
we liked.
smell it.
I'm just looking at it.
So we just took and we worked with an outfit in Denver and to tell him the kind of flavors we
Yep.
like, and he was able to tweak recipes and add and subtract, and we got to one we really liked. And, it's pretty mellow. It's not in your face because I wanted the
dill.
beef to come through,
Right.
And so it's a little bit it helps.
Oh, man, got a little kick.
Yeah.
Got a little
But you
kick.
definitely hit it though. It's a great blend for your beef.
Yeah.
But you know, there's no sugar in here, which then you're not going to get that burnt. When you're cooking a brisket for 12 hours, you're not going to burn it because the sugar burns.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, because that's why, that's when it took me to
But
make
I'm
that
a
rub.
sweet guy.
But take me. I know. We'll talk about that later. We have a program for you, and they make medicine for that.
Intervention.
But it took us 2 to 3 months to make that rub. The one I gave to Nick.
Yeah.
But we're talking about a lot of beer and a lot of just spices and just we had to write everything down and
Cook something tomorrow with that.
But it goes really good with pork ribs. Pork ribs would go really well with that. That's not for beef. It doesn't have sugar in there. It doesn't have brown sugar in there, so that's not for beef at all. Again, salt and pepper for beef. But this right here would be really good on beef because you're right, it does shine through. So I never made a beef rub. I always did rubs for pork because I always did salt and pepper. But you know what? This is a really good rub. I'm not just saying that.
Yeah.
That's a good rub.
Check that out, Zach.
But who's got a
No
kick again?
MSG.
See if I can.
I'm a big fan of MSG. Though
I am
myself,
too.
so-
I am too. I like it. I'm a big fan. Wow, it's got a kick.
I must have given you the hot spots then.
That's okay, but I like it though. I mean, it's not too hot. Like if I had kids, I can give that to them. I'm just a weakling.
Yeah,
But
well,
you-
I'm white light the spicy side myself. That's not.
But if you put that on beef and cook it, it's gonna come right off. So that's a perfect start right there. That's really nice.
Mhm.
That's it. I like your outfit. I like this beef.
And in so many ways, let the beef speak for itself.
Yeah.
Exactly. You don't want to kill it with a bunch of spices, and sugar.
Turn your head.
This is our biggest debate here. Him and I, we go back and forth. You know what? It is what you like. So if he likes it, that's great. For me, this is what I like. But then I was, basically, good barbecue doesn't need sauce. But I do like sauce. But I like to try without the sauce first. But every good barbecue doesn't need sauce. Good barbecue doesn't need a lot of rub. Beef doesn't need a lot of rub. Just let the beef speak for itself. But anyhow, who am I to say what you like, what he likes, what you like? So I'm just kind
Who
of.
are you to say? You are the official.
I know. Well, he takes it.
You always let me know.
But Brad, what I love, he thinks everything I say is gospel. So Zach, how long have you been with this company, with this ranch?
About 2 years now.
Oh, nice. And what brought you over here?
Will and I were in Las Vegas sitting at the airport, and
Yeah.
he asked me what I do, and I told him, I own my own business, and I just kind of hang out
Here in Colorado?
here in Colorado. I'm an insurance and investment advisor.
Okay.
So I work from home through all this COVID and stuff. Decided I never wanted to go back because I like working from home.
Yep.
He said, hey, man, we have a ranch, and once in a while we're just got some crazy stuff. We need a hand. Can I call you? Whenever Will and I grew up together, we've known each other for years, and
Okay.
he just said, hey, once in a while I'll call you. And so he called me once, and then again, and then he was calling me 2 to 3 days a week. Hey, we really need some help just for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
They'll show you for being reliable.
Yeah, that turned out to be like 6 days a week. And,
Right.
and we just decided to jump in,
So now this is your full time.
I'm here.
Yeah.
He's part of the ranch.
Last
so-
night
You
we
still-
had,
insurance.
we had a dinner together because we were celebrating that we signed partnership papers yesterday. So
Oh.
This is part of mine now.
Oh, nice. So you're part owner on this.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
wow.
what it ended up as.
not even 24 hours old yet.
So not even. Are you done with the insurance business then?
We all work other jobs too. To keep
Okay.
This thing alive. The least amount of money and stuff we can take out of this.
You're not there to do the cutover yet, but there will be hopefully a day where you do the final cutover. You think, or you want to keep both?
We always have other stuff going.
Yeah.
All sorts of other things that we
And
like.
ranches basically take care of themselves, so you got to find
It's
something
easy.
to do.
It's easy.
Yeah.
I
You
heard,
gotta find
I heard
something else
it's
to
easy
do.
work.
Yeah.
The
2 or
cows.
3 hours a week, and this thing will run itself.
Yeah. The cows know where the food is.
Yeah. The wheels don't fall off or anything. No.
Yeah, right?
No, we do this full time. This
Okay.
consumes the vast majority of the time
I can
that I'm
imagine.
awake.
Nice. And Nick, how long have you been here with this?
I'll be 2 years in May.
And what brought you here?
Luck.
Luck. Okay.
When I got out of college, I was actually working in political campaigns.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was a campaign manager I managed everything from state senate, city council, congressional race. I actually got an invitation to work at the White House and I declined it.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever told you that, Brad, because I didn't want to work for the person that offered it to me. I was like, no, I don't like you very much. But yeah, and so I actually I wanted to get out of politics because I really didn't want to deal with.
You were tired of the bullshit, so now you came here for
the real
Bullshit.
for the real bullshit. Gotcha.
Yep.
The real deal.
Yeah, and so Brad actually worked with one of the candidates that I worked for, and I guess he gave me a good recommendation. So
Nice.
And now it's been 2 years, and
And this is full time for you.
this is full time.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very
So
nice.
I manage basically the beef from the moment it gets to the butcher to the moment the customer takes it is my side of things.
Okay, got
So,
it.
yeah, Zach and Will kind of manage the other side of things, the cows up to that point.
Got it.
And it's my job from there to get it sold.
Oh, so you have the hard decisions with the cows then, right? They give you the hard stuff.
Oh, luckily they make those hard decisions. I just like.
No, I mean you have to take them to market.
One with the political background, he wants to set up a few committees to talk about the different cuts and.
Got it.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Some omnibus bills in there.
Yeah.
Hey, in a few minutes, Will's gonna hang our sign. We need to have that on film.
Oh yes, we do.
You
Yep.
know that? What's that? What's the movie? Not Goodfellas. What's the other?
The Godfather.
Once
When they.
Upon a Time in Brooklyn or something.
Oh.
Once Upon a Time in New York. You know that?
It was black and white. It's before everybody's time except Brad.
Oh, it's a great
No,
movie.
no, I remember-
And they're hanging. No, maybe it is the Godfather.
The Godfather.
Have you ever seen
Yeah,
where they
yeah,
hang
yeah. They hang the sign. Yeah.
sign?
And
Was there any like noises, or was it just like pictures rolling on the screen?
It's
Well,
just.
I mean,
Actually, there was text at the
You
bottom.
just missed it.
Right.
So Brandon, it was Corleone olive oil.
Wait, hold on, we gotta go film it. Hang on, Will.
Cody was made for this. Look at that. You can even. Do you need a ladder, Cody? Nope.
Bill.
Look at that.
Oh, that's a little low.
That feels very low.
These cuts are looking good.
Well, Will, congratulations. And you, Zach, congratulations on your new venture here. Yeah, it's exciting. Yeah. So why did you want to get into ranching? What? Because it's easy?
Absolutely
You get to
not.
work indoors and it's nice and toasty inside?
Best day ever.
You're right?
Have fun every
Cows listen to everything you say?
Yep.
Yeah?
Every day growing up, learning about this stuff, learning about agriculture. I had no ag background. And grew up in Denver and moved out here, and quickly became something I was interested in. Went to school. Halfway through school, I was getting an ag degree, ag econ degree, and I was ready to come back. I was going to be back here at some point. I knew it was my end spot. And why not be here now and be a part of growing it and
Give it to your kids and pass it down, hopefully?
finish what I started with my
Nice.
parents. Been here since I was a kid doing the little work. And
So what does a normal day look like?
during the winter, if it's nice enough weather, we're feeding cows in the morning and doing projects and knocking down whatever we can. And during the summer, we're moving cows a couple times a week, hauling water to some pastures that we don't have water access to, and meeting people on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Get run over by cows.
Yeah.
A lot of fence work?
A lot of fence work, a lot of polywire.
Yep.
Set up and tear down a lot of fence every week.
It's not like you see on TV, right? It's just a lot of fence work, yeah.
Not like you see on TV. It's Zach and me out there on 90, 100-degree days, annoyed that we're rolling up, 2 miles of polywire and then taking it somewhere else just to set it back up.
I got a degree for this.
It
So
goes
do
through
you,
my mind.
do you guys have like four-wheelers or mules, or do you actually use the horses?
Yes. Horses, four-wheelers mostly.
Okay.
Horses will do about 30. The players will do about 75.
Yeah.
So,
But the cows will follow the four-wheelers too. They'll follow when you're moving them from
Yep.
pasture to pasture. They'll follow. Yeah. And they're pretty stress-free. You can walk right up to a cow. And
some of
for
them.
most, yeah.
You'll know if it starts to run up to you.
Yeah.
You don't want to be in contact with that animal.
Why is that?
It'll probably run you over.
Oh, got it. Okay. Very nice.
Zach, for guys like you and me that aren't as heavy as a cow, but Tony, they'd be scared of you.
Word gets out. Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, that's what we do, man. We send Will in first. If the cow looks mean and chases Will, we know not to get in there.
There you go. It's nice.
We've had 2 separate occasions now where I have been chased down a small, narrow alleyway almost into the trailer because that was the only way to get them in.
Oh jeez.
Yeah,
That's always fun.
that's probably the best
And
part.
we
have a
don't,
lot of
but
fun.
we don't have it on video.
No, we don't have it.
And that's why I wouldn't ranch, the running part.
Yeah.
I'm not good at
video
that.
equipment.
Waking up early. You have a nice operation here. I love the marbling on that beef you guys do. Great marbling on that. The way you guys process, it looks so clean. Those freezers, everything looks so beautiful. The way you guys, from start to finish, and I think that's Nick's part right there as far as going to the customer. Wow, everything's just organized. It's clean. It's segregated. It's off the ground. I mean, I'm not a food inspector, but just normal stuff. Like, wow, that looks like a clean environment. And the way you guys handle everything, the grass you guys feed, the cows, that mix, it's a nice operation you guys have here. You look at the fence work, look at how everything's going, how everything's laid out. You guys have a pretty clean operation, which is very
Why
nice.
don't you talk a little bit about how you work through the nutrition and how you figure out
Yeah.
the ration every day?
We're pretty limited being with the AJ and what we can and cannot feed. They
What's
have
the AGA?
American Grassfed Association.
Why is that important?
Why is AJ?
Well, these people aren't going to know what AGA is.
Yeah. And like a Walmart cow, like their cow goes to 28 months. You said, Brad, about 28 months, maybe 30 months. Where a Walmart, Or one of my cow might go to what, maybe 18 months? 16 to 18 months, where they're just fattening on feedlots. They're very stressed. It's very confined. It's not really good quality of life for any animal. But also you can tell the difference in the meat.
A lot of times that feed is not as high quality.
What is that?
That feed isn't as high a quality. It's just
Right. Yeah.
it just fatten them up. Yeah.
All it is a fit temper.
Yeah.
Truth is, we also have a lot of people we have to feed on this planet.
Yeah.
And so there needs to be a lot of choices for beef, just like there's a lot of choices for cheese, or a lot of choices for wine, or beer, or pasta, whatever.
Do you need a friend to help you eat it? I could be that friend.
Damn it. Beat me to it. What did you use to season your brisket, sir?
What's that?
How'd you season your brisket?
I do combination salt, pepper, and then I do like some cumin, see a little paprika.
Okay.
Garlic.
There you go.
Powder.
And then
onion
just let them
powder.
know whatever you want.
Okay.
That's it. Just try
That's
to
it?
be as simple as possible.
Simple. Okay.
Yeah.
To bring out that beef though, still.
Yep.
Okay, nice. Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
So 18 hours.
Yeah, it depends on how. It was a big one, but yeah.
You had a whole brisket?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'll run it to 225 for as long as it takes. Still, it gets about 160.
These guys are doing some
I'll wrap it.
videos and promotions.
I'll eat for it's 204, 205. Sometimes that's 3 hours later.
Just depends.
Yeah.
8 hours. Which will kill you if you've got somebody coming over at 6. So,
Right.
So I'll just do it all night long usually, and then if it's done early, I'll just stick it in the cooler and let it sit there, and then if I need to warm it up, I will.
Okay. Good.
These gentlemen are part of a group they're called Colorado Barbecue Boys.
Okay.
And they have a bunch of YouTube videos.
Gotcha.
You're not going to meet 3 people who know more about barbecue.
I was just asking. We just love barbecue. We can talk and breathe and eat barbecue all day and
I
night.
actually prefer my, I've got a Smoky Joe.
Mhm.
I prefer that to
Yeah.
the Traeger, to be honest with you.
Okay, we like him.
But the Traeger,
It's
You
easier.
set it and forget it. Yeah.
It took me a long time. Like I've been smoking weed for like 8, 9, 10 years.
Yep.
And then my wife went to Costco last year and it was a demo thing. And she's like, "You heard what?" I'm like, "All right, let's do it." And I feel like I'm cheating. But God, it's so good.
See,
I
and
know,
that's the
I-
thing is when you say that 18 hours, that's how when I started doing smoke, that's what I was doing. I was putting my pork shoulder and my brisket on at about 8 p.m. on say a Friday night, and the beauty was I could set it and forget it, and I go back out at 8, 9, 10 in the morning, and that's when I kind of wrap things up, and then I just go ahead and cook it. Well, we're not getting the smoke off of that, so I started using these smoke tubes, and I was putting pellets in that, and I was actually getting more smoke out of it. But now that we're we're exploring a lot more things. But the offsets are not exploring. We're doing it. You know, Tony's an offset guy. I do the green egg. I'm getting quadruple the smoke, which is what I wanted, in a shorter time span. And it's a lot of fun. I mean, you have to babysit it. No, the like the offset smoker or the green egg or like a Kamado Joe or something like that. You're getting so much more smoke, which is I think is bringing out so much of that beautiful flavor. And I just can't get that out of a pellet smoker.
But he does have an offset.
Right.
Yeah. But the convenience side of it. So there's
It's the
many times.
babysitting.
Well, there's maybe times I thought wake up 2 o'clock in the morning going, I wish I had a Red Tech. I wish I had something else. And I say Red Tech. Trigger's nice, but I think Red Tech is just a little bit. If I had to do it again, I'd start with the Red Tech. No, I mean, sorry. If I'm going to start, I'll start with the Red Tech. But anyhow, like wings, fish, chicken, things like that. The Trigger or the pellet smoker, we'll just call it, does really good. I'm sorry, we can start here. You got plans.
What I really appreciate about the Traeger though is on an evening steak.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I come
2
home,
weeks from now, every
put it
other
on, I
week.
go work out,
Yep.
come back and get a nice a little bit of smoke flavor in there, and then dinner's done.
Well, he said, I said, you come home.
Yeah, I didn't hear that other part.
Work
It
out.
was a
work
foreign
out,
word.
Work out like
You
one of
could, could be this, whatever.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say pour a beer. Oh God. Oh, I get that. Working. I'm like,
Walk out.
all I heard
What
was some
it?
noise. Yeah, we're filming you, by the way. If that's okay. Are we okay filming you?
What? No, we're good.
No, okay. No, but anyhow, but thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Yeah, what was your name?
Dana.
Dana. Cody.
Dana, I'm
This is
Tony. Nice to meet you.
And this is Zach behind the camera here.
How's it going?
Thanks, Dana.
All right.
And then the smoker I got on the trailer is where I can do a piglet. I can put it in and do a whole pig on that one. I like to do that, but not a 200-300 pound pig. But I can do it.
Well, Brad, you'll get this then. So it's the difference between going, you know what, I just wanted to run down to King Supers real quick and grab some burger, as opposed to going out to the Flying Bee-Bar Ranch and get great burger.
Yep.
The results are night and day.
It really is. He's right about that. But they both produce a good product though. But I'm a big fan of the Red Tech. I don't know if you've heard of them. They're made in Tennessee. The owner is just phenomenal. I've heard people who know the owner. He actually gives
Thought it was Georgia.
All right, Georgia.
Same
thing. But the owner gave his business card. But at one time the guy was cooking. There's a story. The guy was cooking at 2 o'clock in the morning. The thing went out. He called the owner. Owner woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning, went to the store, got the parts, took him back to the house, and actually helped him fix it, and started finishing and cooked the rest of the night. And went back. That's how the customer service is great. And if anything happens, what did Cody tell me?
Well, so we've had 3 different pellet smokers. We started with a Traeger, and it was a good dip your toes in the water, and then we went to a Green Mountain, which I thought was actually a far better piece of equipment. We wore that one out, and then my wife said, we're getting a Rectech. I said, yes, dear. And same thing. We got it. We put it all together, and we've only had it probably 2 years, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Probably 2 years. And on our second smoke, a part broke, and I thought, why did we pay the extra? Why? And we contacted the company. I was mad. My wife, she's more mellow than me.
She's user friendly. Yeah.
And she called, and they had stuff overnighted to us, and they said, we're sorry about that. Anything else we can do? And that showed a lot about
great customer service.
But the results on their equipment seem to be better.
Yeah,
they really do. They put a lot of thought into it. Their equipment is just better.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you have the next one above that is called a Yoder. And the Yoder is more of a commercial piece. So if you're going to do a lot of cooking on the weekends and things like that for people, more and more, you might want to look into a Yoder. It's more of a commercial piece. It's very heavy duty. It looks like a big offset. And those are real expensive. But yeah, they're a good piece, a pellet smoker. But you've heard of the Yoder, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Yoders are very nice.
That'll be the next one if we wear this one out.
It looks like it, but it's not.
Thicker gauge steel.
Oh,
it's got big weights on the lid. It's got they're.
Can you cook wood though?
No. It just looks like an offset, but no. But it's built pretty well. No. But I like my offset though. The offset, because when people come in, when you're driving in, they can smell that smoke. And that changes the whole neighborhood. When I cook and the neighbor goes, he's cooking again. That's where you really want. I think that's the neat part. And if you're doing a bunch of people, and it's for the camera, little trick there, Zach, you like your little tricks? If you really want to get the neighborhood fired up, throw a big sweet onion in the fire pit. And that sweet onion with the wood, it opens everything up, and people go, what does that smell? It just gets people attracted to the neighborhood. So if you want to do that, what are you cooking? It smells just a little bit better. Never heard of that?
I just go out in a tube top, and it seems to attract everybody in the neighborhood. So.
That's true, yeah. And the police, but yes. That's awesome.
Well, cool.
Cool.
Well,
I think we're good.
Yeah, I think we got a lot of footage right now. So
thank you. Thanks, Brad.